and welcome to another 15 cards episode where we're going to look at some cards, zoom in on the artwork, see what we can see. Originally I planned to do a deck building episode, four boosters to build a 30 card deck. I'm putting that off to a little further on because I really did want to have a look at some Modern Masters stuff because I just fancied doing that. So let's have a look at some Modern Masters. So I've picked 15 cards. These are all rares or mythics from the cards that I pulled from that Modern Masters booster box. The only time I've ever opened a booster box on the channel. I think the only time I've ever opened a booster box ever. So yeah, I'll include a link if you want to check out that original booster box unboxing, because yeah, it's not something that happens very often, and maybe new viewers of the channel have never seen it yet. So let's have a look. So we've got, first one is Angel's Grace, single white instant with split second. As long as this spell is on the stack, players can't cast spells or activate abilities that aren't mana abilities. You can't lose the game this turn, and your opponents can't win the game this turn. Until end of turn, damage that would reduce your life total to less than 1 reduces it to 1 instead. Kira Great Glass Spinner, 1/2 blue, 2/2 legendary creature spirit with flying. Creatures you control have, whenever this creature becomes the target of a spell or ability for the first time in a turn, counter that spell or ability. Legendary creature spirit with flying. Death Cloud, X and 3 black, sorcery. Each player loses X life, discards X cards, sacrifices X creatures, then sacrifices X land. Tombstalker, 6 and 2 black for a 5/5 creature demon with flying and delve. You may exile any number of cards from your graveyard as you cast this spell. It costs 1 less to cast for each card exiled this way. Dark Confidant. So this is a mythic in the set. 1 on the black, 2/1 creature human wizard. At the beginning of your upkeep, reveal the top card of your library and put that card into your hand. You lose life equal to its converted mana cost. Blood Moon, 2 and a red enchantment. Non-basic lands on mountains. Tooth and Nail, 5 and 2 green, sorcery. Modal spell, so we get to choose one. Search your library for up to 2 creature cards, reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle your library, or put up to 2 creature cards from your hand onto the battlefield. You can entwine that, so for 2 you can choose both if you pay the entwine cost on top of the casting cost. Juggan the Rising Star, 3 green, also a mythic. Legendary creature, dragon spirit, 5/5 with flying. And when it dies, you may distribute 5 1/1 counters among any number of target creatures. Ether Vial, single mana of any colour to cast. It's an artifact. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may put a charge counter on Ether Vial. Tap, you may put a creature card with converted mana cost equal to the number of charge counters on Ether Vial from your hand onto the battlefield. Another legendary creature, Grand Arbiter Augustine so IV is 4, isn't it? Yeah, Augustine the 4th. 2 white blue, 2/3 legendary creature, human advisor. White spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Blue spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Spells your opponents cast cost 1 more to cast. Owner, Queen of the Fae, 3 blue black hybrid. Legendary creature, fairy wizard, 5/5 with flying. 3 and blue black hybrid. Choose a colour. Target opponent exiles the top X cards of his or her library. For each card of the chosen colour exiled this way, put a 1/1 blue and black fairy rogue creature token with flying onto the battlefield. Sark and Vol, another mythic. 2 red-green Planeswalker Sarkhan, 4 loyalty. So it's +1. Creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain haste until end of turn. The -2, gain control of target creature until end of turn. Tap that creature, it gains haste until end of turn. And the ultimate, -6, put 5 4/4 red dragon creature tokens with flying onto the battlefield. Blinkmoth Nexus. It's a land. Tap, add colorless to your mana pool. 1 mana of any color. Blinkmoth Nexus becomes a 1/1 Blinkmoth artifact creature with flying until end of turn. It's still a land. 1 mana of any color. Tap. Target Blinkmoth creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Divinity of the Pride. So there's this 5 white-black hybrid mana to cast it. So you can pay any combination thereof of white and black. 4/4 creature spirit avatar. Flying and lifelink. Divinity of Pride gets +4/+4 as long as you have 25 or more life. And then finally, City of Brass. It's a land. Whenever City of Brass becomes tapped, it deals 1 damage to you. Tap, add 1 mana of any colour to your mana pool. So, let's get to the second part of this video. Zoom in and see what we have here. We might have to do a bit of adjusting here with the camera to maybe make things a little bit clearer. There we go. So these were always interesting. I don't know if they did it with all of the split second cards, but a large majority of the split second cards, you had this sort of piece of artwork where there would be a line down the middle and there would be like a differentiation between the colours of the artwork on one side and the colours of the artwork on the other. There. For some reason, again, this happens quite a bit, is I get these alien vibes. Does anybody remember the hybrid alien in, was it Alien Resurrection? Just makes me think of that. Yeah. Okay, what can we see on Chiron? Oh wow. See, I never really paid a lot of attention to this. Like the inner structure here is pretty interesting. That's pretty cool. Okay, Death Cloud. Very, very fumey. Oh, here we go. Can you see up here the stuff coming out from the cloud? Clearly death incarnate. What have we got going on with Tombstalker, I wonder? Okay, so yeah, definitely we can say some sort of winged demon. What is going on here? I can't see that very well. Just we can tilt the, yeah. Oh, I know what. Maybe it's the, yeah, same thing that's over here, perhaps. I don't know. Pretty scary. You wouldn't want to really meet up with that one. Dark Confidant. Nice chair. Got some crazy stuff going on here. Is that a crown there? Maybe? Yeah, perhaps. Blood moon. Now, what's down here? Is this a tree, maybe? Yeah, looks like it, doesn't it? Down there. And when I look at this, I'm assuming this is supposed to be reminiscent of some sort of distorted skull. Here you can see the eyes and maybe the nose. Oh, tooth and nail. I'm trying to even remember what's in the tooth and nail deck. Pretty formidable looking creature. It's a nice angle as well, sort of on the artwork, so coming up from there. And these dragon spirits. Very nice. I'm not sure what that is there. I don't know if it's a signature or not. Yeah, maybe it's just the way the cloud looks. This is a bit clearer to see what's going on here. You can see you've got this sort of very creepy mask. There's a sort of mouth and nose here, and then staring at this this vial. I imagine this would look pretty cool in foil. So let's see what's going on with Grand Arbiter. Another card really I've not looked at really closely. So you can see this throne here, I suppose, and their erstwhile assistant, counsellor, whatever. We've got some, I suppose, like temple structures here, maybe. Nice sort of incense, sort of smoke trail here. Very good. Nice crisp bordering as well, and of course it's got that thing you see on later Magic cards where two-colour card, you've got this sort of white to blue gradual change across the frame. Works really nice on those gold bordered cards, and then of course that's always represented slightly differently when you get it on the hybrid mana cards, where the whole, both the frame and the outer part, so both the inner frame and the part between that inner frame and then the outside frame of the card border is also blended, so blue into black. And then this has elements, if you're sort of familiar with the actual bordering on certain colour mana cards, sort of bubbly black look versus the sort of white. I don't even know how you describe this. Not quite marbling, but I think you know what I mean. If you look at cards of a certain era and how the inner areas between the outer border and the inner frames actually look, you'll sort of know what I mean. And then here we have a Planeswalker card. So it's Archonval. And red into green. Again, laid out slightly differently because it's a Planeswalker card. In actual fact, I got so into, let me go back a stage. I got so into the border. Sorry, let's do the artwork properly here. So, pretty interesting. A number of these cards from this era, these these you know, sorry, not legendary creature, but fairy creature types had really interesting artwork. Particularly, I think a lot of the hybrid mana ones. Yeah. Yeah, got a bit carried away with the borders there. Forgot to look at the artwork. Okay, back to Sarkenvol. What are they up to? Okay, is this emanating from his hand? I'm assuming it is, and it's not like a sunrise in the background. Or is it? Can't tell whether there's stuff on fire back here. Possibly being a red, you know, partially a red card. Bound to have a bit of fire somewhere. Some nice bird-like creatures up here. Oh, nice staff. Blink Moth Nexus. This looks really cool up close, actually. Yeah, wow. Oh, I like that. That would look really nice as a desktop background, you know. Wow. So interesting, you know, shades and stuff here. This is cool down here. It's almost like translucent, you know, like opaque. And are these look almost like the those shapes from Mirrodin, but I'm not sure. I'm trying to remember whether Blinkmoth Nexus was printed in a Mirrodin block or not. Divinity of the Pride. Yeah, I really do like this. There's so many like cool hybrid creatures from around this time. Yeah. This is no exception. Just look at those. Those are really interesting. I mean, you've got what? Essentially shades of black and green here. I'm assuming what that's supposed to be like a sword. There's also some sort of black vapour on it. And then City of Brass. Pretty straightforward. Yeah, quite a bit of. It's not doesn't look totally symmetrical in some ways, but it's pretty close. I mean, I'm assuming here it's just the shadowing that's doing that. I can't see. Yeah, well, these are supposed to be some sort of like, I don't know if fire's the right word, but like torches in a bowl. This one almost looks like it's projecting skyward, like a, you know, like a searchlight or a floodlight. But I think they're supposed to be, you know, it's supposed to be like combustion there. It's supposed to be on, you know, either smoking or on fire, rather than say like some sort of electric light, that sort of thing. Yeah, I'm stumbling for words a little bit here. That's the mountains in the background there, is that? I think. And this light coming in from here, is it supposed to be, I'm assuming it's supposed to be coming in from some light source up here, like the sun, rather than necessarily from here? Yeah. Anyway, that was cool. So hopefully you enjoyed that. I do really like doing these 15 card episodes because it's always cool, just for me, just seeing what I can sort of stumble across in various boxes and in various binders. Thanks once again for watching. Bye for now, and I will catch you in a future episode.